What is up, everybody? It's been a long time, hasn't it? I know it has for me. I'm excited to be back, finally in the groove of things. Gonna get started here in just a minute. I'm gonna wait for some viewers to hop in. And if you're watching the replay later on, basically what we're going to talk about in this video is outsourcing, finding the right team. I've got a few tips that I'm going to give you guys. Plus, if you want, I'm going to give you access to a few of the people basically that I'm using to outsource. They're really, really cool agencies to use. So if you want access to the people that I'm using to grow my agencies, they've helped with my marketing clients, increase their sales by 20 to 30% from the content that they help me create. I've been testing this team now for a while, and they are working out really, really great. So I'm excited to show you guys who they are, and why they're different from the other teams or people that you might be outsourcing with. So if you've done some outsourcing before, basically you know that, and actually let me hop over into the chat real quick. Wouldn't want you guys to not be able to talk to me, right? Stay. Get in this chat. All right, we are live right now. Cool. So if you're just hopping in, say where you're from, anything else that you want to mention. But we're going to go ahead and talk about, like I said, we're going to talk about the team that I use for outsourcing really quickly. And let's just go ahead and talk about it really quick. If you've outsourced before, if you've outsourced before, sorry, I had to turn my volume off. You know some of the struggles of it. Number one, finding out what the right price that you should be charging or that they should be charging you for work. What type of work you need to get done. How to even perform a search for someone to outsource with. Then once you actually find someone, how do you know if they're good? What things can you do to check and make sure that they're going to be quality, virtual assistants or marketing managers, basically, to work with. Also, what we're going to quickly talk about in this is how I kind of actually work with my VAs. So you're kind of getting a sneak peek into part of the course that I teach over at SerialEntrepreneur.academy. Basically, in that course, I put together some videos teaching my students how I went about, hiring a team, some tools that I use, stuff like that. So you'll get a brief preview of how we do that too. So we're going to go ahead and jump right into that really quickly. I'll share my screen so you guys can get a glimpse of it. All right. Let me see here. So first thing you're going to want to know, obviously, is Upwork. And if you haven't used this site before, you're really missing out on a key tool here because of the fact that it is, in my opinion, the best freelancer site to come to hire people to work for your business. I've had the best experience with this platform. I've used several different people. This is just one of my accounts. This is actually a separate account. I have about 3 different accounts for Upwork that I use to manage and hire different people off of. But basically, I've figured out a lot in working with this, what to look for, how to hire. So let's just quickly go into what you're going to do if you're trying to hire someone, and just some quick tips for you guys. So we're just going to post a new job. And I just want you guys to, this is actually why a lot of people mess up. They don't get people to respond to them, or they have issues with finding someone to hire. So we're going to create a new job post. And say we're looking for a content writer, right? So say we need someone to start writing blog articles. So we'll do blog article. So it comes up with article writing, creative writing, copywriting. You guys need to be aware of the different types of writing. So let's just type in writing and see what we get. I think that's actually, yeah. So we got article writing, copywriting, academic writing, business writing, technical writing, creative writing, resume writing. All of these are different types of writing that you can hire for. So if you're hiring for a business, you're probably going to be doing business writing or article writing. You won't do a lot of academic unless you're doing for something like me with a school. And even then, academic writing is still like writing a paper or something like that. So if you ever needed a tool to get through college and you weren't a great writer, I really wish Upwork would have been around when I was going through it because I probably would have used this site because I hate writing. Anyway, so you're going to be looking for like copywriting. So this is like Facebook posts, promotional posts, stuff like that. You can even consider email copywriting. And then article writing is going to be like your blog writing. So we're just going to select article writing. And here's a key thing. Okay, so this is what they see. So think of this almost like a search engine result. What's going to make you want to click on a job? So you want to do something like, this is what I do. Ongoing work, you guys can see. Ongoing work, long form, social, and email copy. So that's another thing you guys should be aware of. The difference between long form and short form writing. Long form is, you know, the big long social media posts that have a lot of description and stuff like that that you guys probably see a lot of, versus short form, which is this week our burger of the week is the onion burger, you know, whatever, something like that. That would be more short form. So long form, you're not going to get people from the Philippines and from India and all of these, you know, more cost-effective places to get you quality long form copy. Okay, so you're going to want to hire someone from like the US or Canada or Great Britain, somewhere that is English first speaking, to write your long form copy. And you can actually do that. I'll show you a quick way to do that on here to where you don't have to hire someone, you know, because you'll see on there a lot of the times people are charging $20 to $50 per article. And that's a lot to spend on an article when you're first starting out and you have, you know, one client for $1,000 and you're trying to get some content written for them. So we're going to put this in. This basically what it would look like. Long form, we'll just say, actually, no, this is for a blog article. So we'll say ongoing work, blog article writer needed. Something like that. But ongoing work lets them know this isn't just a one-time job. It's more appealing. Most people who are on here, they're looking for some kind of steady work, right? So that's all you're going to do. Next, you're going to type, or you're going to choose what specifically you're looking for. So what industry are we looking to write for? So we'll just go off that burger example, food article writing. Perfect. So it's going to find people who have expertise in that industry. Then all you're going to do is you're going to come down here and then type in a decent description, but don't make it 15 pages long. If you make it 15 pages long, it's bad for two reasons. Number one, they're not reading what you have to say. Most people who go through here, they're just applying to several different jobs at a time, right? So they're not even reading what you have in here. So make it short and sweet, but make it descriptive. Let them know what you're looking for, but again, just keep it shorter. Ongoing project, if you're doing ongoing, one time if you're doing one time. If you aren't sure yet, it's pretty simple to do all this. If you have any attachments like videos or documents that you want to upload for them to read, you can upload that there. All of this is pretty self-explanatory. Skills needed. So I would be very, very, I think what this does, and I may be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I'm right. If you do like different ones, like, and then you do blog article, and then you do writing, if you do all of these skills that are, if all of these are needed, it's going to narrow your field or your audience that is qualified to handle this job. So be very specific, use one or two, and that's it right there. Start date, pretty easy. And this is another one, pay by the hour or fixed rate. So with blog articles, I like to pay at a fixed rate in the beginning when you're hiring someone who's a little cheaper. And what you can do is you start off paying at a fixed rate. So say like $5 per blog article. Just know that when you pay for a $5 blog article, if you're promoting to like the US or somebody who's an English speaking nation, you're going to have to do some revision to the article, just so you're aware. You can't get a $5 article from someone who isn't in the US and expect no revisions. So fixed rate or pay by the hour, it really depends on the job. Like most web development jobs are going to be paid by the hour. Fixed rate will be writing. Pay by the hour is going to be social media management, email marketing, SEO, all of that stuff is going to be paid by the hour. Most people aren't going to do fixed rate for those types of jobs unless you work that out with them beforehand. But usually it's easier just to go ahead and do pay by the hour. All right, so that's basically it for this part. You know, select your time period. Do you have freelancers in mind? Blah, blah, blah. Screening questions. This is another key thing, guys. Screening questions. You want to enter in like 2 or 3 screening questions. Don't do 45 screening questions. Do like 2 or 3 because it makes them enter in, and don't do the, like you can see right here, select a suggested or recent. Don't do any of these because these are all basically questions that Upwork has created, and they know that, so they probably have pre-formatted answers for all of these questions. So if you type something in, you're more likely to get an organic response from that person as opposed, or as opposed to something that they have created and have sitting like on a notepad or something that they can just copy paste. All right, so let me see. I think we're gonna have to do some stuff here to continue. But that's basically it. Once you do that, then you're going to go to your job. So let's leave this. Once you do that, you post your job. That's it. So then you can see we have a job here that we've posted. And all you're going to do is, the first thing you're going to do is come in and invite some people, because you're never going to just get a ton of like quality people or exactly what you're looking for, right? So here's some quick tips for finding content writers. Basically what you need to know is type in, writing, and then use these filters over here. So here's some quick tips. Number one, native or bilingual. You don't want someone who has a basic understanding of English if you need someone who needs a full understanding of English, right? I usually like to do anywhere from 1K to 10K earned, depending on how big the audience is. Since there's plenty in here for 1K, I might do 10K plus earned. I also like to do 90% and up, so that way I know they're guaranteed quality work. You select your hourly rate right here. If you're trying to stay, $10 or below, then that's what you want to do. And then hours billed, I recommend doing at least 100 hours billed, so that way you know that they're not just recently on here. Another thing, anytime within the last 2 weeks, so that way you know they're currently active. It's not someone who they haven't been on the platform in a long time. This is up to you, agency or independent. Agency I like to do for social media management, because you can usually find, you need a larger team, especially if you want to scale. And that's actually how I found the team we're going to talk about here in a minute. But agency freelancers are good. These are people who work in a group on Upwork, so they'll have like 7 people in their team on Upwork that you can outsource work to. Those are really, really cool. I work with one that has about 40 people on their team. So you can see why it's beneficial to me. I can scale my business with them. All right. But if you're just really trying to find someone quickly, you can leave it open to any. Just know that, look, if I click agency, that limits my list automatically to 86. So even if I had it right here, right, everything's like, oh, 84, 841, 496. But as soon as I click agency, everything gets smaller, right? Because there's limited amount of supply of them. So every time you make something smaller, just realize that that's limiting your audience. It's going to cause you, or it's going to take you more time to get the person that you're looking for the job, right? Then the last thing, locations. So you can do, what I just typically do is come in and do, I'll start, United States and $10 and look, you can find all these people. This guy's earned 60K plus in the United States. It doesn't really say what he's doing. Let's see if I can find some past work. Phone support representative, so he probably speaks decent English. Let's see if he writes. Call monitoring, content writer for products. Yep, so he does writing. So we could easily hire this guy. So we're going to invite him to job. Boom, that easy, right? And then you're just going to go down, and I would recommend inviting as many people as you possibly can. Like if you have a list of 10 pages, seriously, just go through and invite all of those people that you think would be good. Another thing, when you're finding content writers, really quick, will tell you if they're any good or not. Let's go back to the first page. Something that'll tell you if they're really good or not. Let's see, ideas, professional article writer, and blogger. I am a freelancer with practical knowledge and skills determined to offer my expertise to clients on this platform. With expertise in SEO and other wordsmiths, my greatest pleasure is to provide the best content to clients. See, already, like if I'm looking for someone who's, perfect, I'm not going to choose this guy. And you can tell that by the little bio that they have right there. Maybe a little prejudgmental, but it seems to work for me, and it's getting me, or it's got me some pretty solid workers for my agency. So here's what I love about the VA that I'm hiring, and if you got, or I've hired, and if you guys want to use this VA, you'll see in the description below this YouTube video. So let me pull it right here. You'll see in the description right below here, I left that Facebook link. You guys can just click that link right there and go over to that platform and shoot me a message on there. And we can discuss if, because here's the thing, the VA that I work with, they're very serious. They don't take people, like they weren't going to work with me for a second because they thought I said a budget wrong. But they were like, oh, no, your budget's fine. So they ended up taking me. But they only take on people who can manage their budget and do it, can afford to do it, number one. So they're only taking serious people. So, if you guys want, shoot me a message at this account and I'll kind of talk with you and see if you're, ready to take them on. If you are, I'll get you guys linked up with that VA. If not, then it's okay. We'll just wait till you're about ready to take on this VA. And then until then, basically, we can coach you through some other strategies that you can use. So bring this back over here. All right, so here's what I love about this VA that I'm using right now. And it's because of the fact that, again, I've used several VAs on here, several social media managers, content writers, blah, blah, blah. The content writer is always a little harder to find. It's going to take you a little longer to find a good content writer. Luckily for me, I found one pretty quickly, and she's actually in the process of kind of scaling up more towards working with me full time. I've basically let her know that if she wanted to work with me full time in the future, that she would, have a spot on my team. So we're working that out. That's the cool thing about this platform. You can find full-time workers from this platform and eventually work out a deal to take them on full time and get them off of here. They make more money, so they're happier, and you have a solid, contractor, because you can still contract to them even if you're not on Upwork, which helps you out with taxes. All right, so really, really cool way to grow your team here. But like I was saying, what I love about this team, here's a prime example, two prime examples right here. Number one, they came to me with these platforms, or with these documents right here. They have them already made up. This is one of the instant things I knew that this was going to be a big change when I started working with this team. So they basically have given me the content calendar for the year planned out right here. And all I have to do is go in each week or each month that comes around, and once they have it updated, I go in and check and make sure all the content is right. So you can see this is all of our content, and we're even doing some more updates to this calendar as the month goes on. We're even running a consultation giveaway. So a little quick note for you guys who are watching, we're doing a consultation giveaway next week. We're going to give away 5-hour-long consultations for free, so you can talk to me and get some help for your marketing agency. But that's not the point of this video. Really, I just wanted to point out the fact that these guys came to me with this calendar, and then they put together your day-by-day calendar showing you exactly, what time it's going to launch, what they're supposed to be doing, what the post is going to be about, the link, if I have notes that I need to make. They also manage 100, actually they manage more than 100. They manage the engagement ad spend completely free. So if I give them $500 to put into Facebook ads for engagement posts, they will manage that $500 worth of engagement ads for free. They don't take any percentage of revenue off of that $500 budget, which that is almost impossible to find. So basically, if you can set up your audiences for them, give them some guidance on what time you want the ad to run, what you want the budget to be like, they can basically run all of that for you as far as your Instagram and your Facebook engagement ads are concerned. So this is like an awesome company. Like, I haven't found a company that'll do this for you. And their rates are super, super affordable. Like, I believe the minimum spend that you can do with them for one business in a month is $330. That's on a monthly basis. You get, you have to spend at least $330 for that business for them to manage your social media accounts, and they even include SEO in that. So they'll do social bookmarking for you, and make sure that everything's being taken care of there. You will have to do some work. They don't do the on-site optimization side of it. For that, you'll have to get a web developer because it's on a website. And then, there's other things like the content itself. They don't create content. That's why, you have to create a team of people and be able to bring them together with software platforms you have available to you. So that's kind of the next thing I want to show you guys. Once you have your team and you've selected, your agency to work with or your VAs, then you have to kind of give them the means to do the work, right? So what I've done, and this is kind of my take to it, you can see right here in Google Drive, I have the business suite version. So what I'm able to get is this thing called Team Drives right here. So if you have a Google account, you have the My Drive, which is cool. But this gives you a Team Drive section where you can break things down even more, and you get unlimited cloud space. So now I have unlimited space to upload things online, which is sweet. So I come into Team Drives, and this is for my serial entrepreneur brand. And then all I do is I've created an account for them. Let me see if I can. Right, socialmm@serialentrepreneur.academy. That account, basically, I gave them that email address so they can log in and they have access to all of this stuff in the team drive. So they can go to ads and they see all of our raw footage. We have our final video footage for Facebook and YouTube. We have templates and forms. We have photos, ad scripts, promo codes, social posts. Let's see what else we have. We have logos, training videos for them, rules and guidelines for them. All of this stuff is stuff that we give them to make sure that they do the job properly. Then the cool thing about the other great thing about this agency that I work with is they have a way to, they have a support system. So I can send them an email at any time and it will go to a specific email and basically it submits a support ticket to them and then it goes in a queue. So that way I know things aren't being missed. Also, I can set up basically their business owner. I can set up a meeting with them and we can sit there and go through like for the past 4 nights, we've had meetings going over, let's see, this promotion that we're doing, the consultation giveaway for this business, and then another promotion that we're doing for another client of mine. So, you know, they're very accessible, very easy to use, and they do everything you need them to do. And I don't know, as far as I'm concerned, they're the most professional agency that I've had the opportunity to work with on Upwork, and they do a great job. So again, if you guys are looking for them, you just go down to the description, click on over to my Facebook page and shoot me a message really quickly, and we can actually help you get on board with them if you would like. So we'll do some screening really quick, and that's pretty much it. So that's basically it, guys. I mean, this is the biggest thing you have to understand with, you know, being able to grow your business. You can take on work and save the money, but having the ability to take on a team like this, let them start doing the posting, creating the posts, like all of the videos that you guys see on my Facebook page now, on Instagram, that are going to be coming out here even more. This is all them. They do all of the work, all of the editing to the video, so that way I'm able to go out, build relationships with people, get that office that I set up my office today. So let's break this back over here because this is kind of boring. All right, so basically I got my office today. That's set up. That's $1,200 worth of office space, business memberships, all of that. I bartered that deal with them. Like, that's the thing you guys have to understand. When you free up your time from doing this monotonous type stuff, you're able to spend your time building your business, networking with people, landing deals with new clients. And that's really the important thing. That's the only way you're going to make money. If you're stuck with the same 3 clients that you've been working for since last year, that's great that you have clients, but are you building your business? You know, are you scaling to the next level? I'm actually in the works, and I'm, you know, this is kind of low key. It's not happening just yet, but I had someone reach out to me and they want to invest a large sum of money in my marketing agency, and they want to help build that with me. So the first thing I'm telling you guys right now, this is me personally, the first thing I would do as a marketing guru is I would actually hire a mentor to teach me how to build my business to, you know, 7 figures, 8 figures, because that's getting it to 6 figures is the easy part. That's not that much money in the grand scheme of things, okay? The average person in the US makes about $50,000 to $55,000 a year. So really you're just doubling that. And then a lot of that goes into business expenses, stuff like that. So 100 grand is nothing, but 7 figures, 8 figures, that's something I haven't done quite yet that I'm working towards. So, you know, when I get that large lump sum of money, I plan to invest in a mentor that's going to be able to, that's number one, run several multi-million-dollar businesses already, and someone that I can also learn from in the digital marketing space. I'll probably find like a Billie Jean type role model, not role model, but, you know, professional who's done it before, made it to that 7, 8 figures. Now they're working on trying to get to 9. You know, that's the kind of guy that I'm trying to find for myself. So you guys need to find someone who's just below that you guys can work with and get on board and say, okay, look, I want to make money. I want to make 6 figures in 2018. How do I do that? Well, you guys, number one, have me as a resource. If you want, we do consultations all the time with people. I actually just had a student today, another student today, talked about how they've already landed 4 more clients in 2018. Just in 2018, they've already picked up 4 more. And the same student, when I was talking to him, he jumped in the course, I think it was like November. He got in on Thanksgiving. And then after Thanksgiving was able to pick up, I think, 3 clients immediately, like the next week after Thanksgiving. 2018 comes around, he's already got 4 more. I think he's working with like 8 to 9 different businesses now doing their marketing because it's not that hard. And he said it best. He said, get the program, stick to the system that we teach in the program, and you can build your agency. It's not hard to do. It's, are you doing the work to get the results that you're wanting to get? That's the key. So I hope this video was awesome for you guys. I had a lot of fun doing it because I haven't been here in a while. So you guys should stay tuned for all of the updates coming. In the link below, we should have our free Facebook group. I'm also going to be doing live videos every Tuesday at 12 o'clock on our Facebook Live group. So if you want to hang out there and get some more free content, that's all you got to do is hop on. Check me out. Yo. So I'm going to get out of here, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. All of my social links are below. All of the free trainings are below. If you want to reach out to me, get on one of my social media channels, preferably Snapchat or Facebook, something like that. Shoot me a message and we can talk. It's been fun, guys. I will talk to you on the next episode, and I believe we have a video coming tomorrow, so stay tuned. Some really good stuff. Until next time, guys, Serial Entrepreneur out.